Hello, all. I'm going to talk about Aries, the ram, the first sign of the zodiac, and them being first is a really important part of Aries as a sign. Everything they do, they need to be number one. They always need to be the winner. They always need to be the first one out the gates. They have to be voted number one. And if they're not, then they'll just quickly move on to the next thing and be number one at that. And that's kind of the pattern. They move head first into things. They're always starting new things. They're a cardinal sign. They're a leader. They are trailblazers. They don't ever slow down. They don't slow down for you. They don't slow down for me. They don't slow down for anyone. All they do is keep going forward. They also have a very me attitude versus their opposite sign, Libra, which is a we attitude. Libra is we. Aries is me. Me. I mean, Aries is the first sign. It's like when you come out of the womb and you're an infant, spiritually. That is Aries. Not saying that they're immature spiritually at all. No, but they do have a very human grasp on this life. They need to be active. They need to be doing things. They need to be starting things. They need to be leading things. They need to be winning. You'll find a lot of business executives have this placement, their sun in Aries or a strong Aries position. They tend to be really good in business because they are very competitive. They can be very kind of mean sometimes because they're just so focused on themselves and what's good for themselves. Just basically overall, they do what's best for them. They don't really think about the consequences for other people, nor do they care about the gossip of other people around them. You won't really find Aries people gossiping too much because they really could care less unless it involves them, which I think is great. And the reason why I haven't talked too much about Aries yet is because it's one of those signs that I don't really run into that often. I do know just a few select Aries, and my sister has her moon in Aries, which is practically like knowing an Aries, even though my sister, she's a Cancer with a Scorpio rising too. Except I'm a Libra moon and she's an Aries moon, so our moons are opposite each other. Whereas I'm all about getting along, giving and receiving. Maureen, my sister, is more about trailblazing, leading, doing her, whatever she needs to do. And that's fine. That's a great thing. It's just that's that axis between Aries and Libra. And Aries is in fact the first sign. Your birthday is coming up if you're in Aries. What that means is it's the start of a new astrological year. Yes, January 1st is the start of the new year, calendar-wise, but in astrology, Aries is the first sign. So the day that the sun moves to 0 degrees Aries is the start of an astrological new year. Libra is also a cardinal sign that leads, but they're more about keeping the peace, justice, weighing each side's being balanced, whereas Aries is all over here, all me. Libra is me, yes, but I see you over here. Let's weigh it out and come up with an equal solution. They're very diplomatic people. You won't really find yourself angry at a Libra for being rude or pushy, where you might find yourself a little irritated with an Aries for those reasons. You're ruled by Mars the warrior. You're very active, aggressive, competitive. Whatever you feel like doing at that time, you are gonna do it. If there is something that you want that you have to compete to get, you will win that. That is the Aries mindset in every single thing they do. They always jump headfirst into things, and they're great at motivating themselves and others around them if it will benefit them. Now, something I've noticed, which is kind of interesting, banker CEOs tend to have their sun in Aries, or at least a lot of them do, or just bankers in general. I like to call them banksters. Like Henry Paulson. He was the Treasury Secretary for Bush, but he also had very close ties with Goldman Sachs. Another Aries would be Ken Lay, who was the Enron, I believe it was, CEO. Whereas Libras want to come up with a diplomatic solution. And in the news right now, a very prominent Libra would be Vladimir Putin, which, say what you will about Russia and Vladimir Putin, but If it were not for him and his diplomatic solution, America would have started bombing Syria, even more than we already are by arming the rebels. And now we're basically picking a fight with Russia. But the Syria example is key here. They're fire sign. Very energetic and very passionate. If you're an Aries, let me know what you think about this video, and thanks for watching.